We did an experiment to compare the difference in heart rate and RPE in normal conditions at rest compared to heat conditions at rest. And as you can see by the graph, there is a significant difference in rest heart rate compared to when the participants were in the heat, as the t-test shows that the difference is 0.000, which is a significant difference. Also, the RP also shows a significant difference, as the t-test showed, it is 0.018, and this is for their RP in the heat when they're at rest and in normal conditions. We also measured the RPE of the participants during exercise in normal conditions and during exercise in heat conditions. And as you can see by the graphs, it's not a significant difference because the t-test showed that, so the t-test said it was 0.182, and this is above 0.05, so it is not a significant difference. We also measured the heart rates of the participants when doing exercise in the heat, but had pre-cooling before, so a section of them had an ice bath and a section of them had an ice vest before doing exercise in the heat. So as you can see by the graph, when they had an ice vest before doing exercise, their heart rate is significantly lower than if they didn't have an ice vest when doing exercise in the heat. You can see this by the t-test results, as it is a significant difference because the test shows that it's 0.000. And the same for the ice bath. As you can see by the t-test, there is a significant difference because it reads 0.008. So there was a significant difference in the heart rates of the participants if they had an ice bath before doing exercise in the heat. Their heart rate was much lower than just the participants that didn't have an ice bath before exercising in the heat. So if you relate this information to a sporting example, then if you have pre-cooling, you're probably at an advantage when doing physical activity in the heat, because your heart rate, shown by the tests, seems to be lower, so your heart is more efficient, will be able to beat and get more oxygenated blood around your body, compared to if you didn't pre-cool before your event. Also, the ice vest would probably be more practical, as not many sport clubs have ice baths available, but the ice vest is more localised and only probably cools one part of your body, which is probably like the chest area. But as shown by the results, it doesn't really make a difference, because it still lowers your heart rate and is still better compared to if you hadn't had pre-cooling. 21.4 temperature.